I don't even come here and see my friends when I've got no makeup on because I don't want the customers to know what I look like when I've not got any makeup on, because it would just shatter their illusion. So in this job you do have to act a little bit more as well than you do if you're just going and doing a set on stage with a band, which sometimes I'll go and do shows where I'll just come out on the stage and pole dance, but in this stripping environment you're supposed to really put an act on the minute you walk through the door. Just go out and then you go behind and you're a mystery, but in here we have to talk to people as well and go on stage, which some of the girls, they sit and chat away to the guys, but I feel like they're taking away too much of me if I talk to them, because they're already seeing me naked and then I'm giving them all my personality, you know. I just feel like they're getting enough from me for £1, seeing me naked.
You know, there's 3 things you have to bring to the stage. You've got decorum, which is, you know, all your practicing and everything. There's sprezzatura, which is then being spontaneous and on the spot when you know there in that moment. So no performance should ever be exactly the same. Like, you've done all your practice, but you've got to bring that extra bit. And then he said that the last bit that comes to it when people just get really moved is what they call grazia, which is basically what they say is like, you know, people, you know, well, God, higher powers channeling through you and giving a performance that basically, you know, then brought to tears or walk out and just go, wow. I'm happy. I've never actually acted that properly, so I wasn't sure how it was going to work, but I'm happy. my very unglamorous self.
What do you mean by that? Well, I'd have a cup of tea, put me Paul Frank pyjamas on, and read a book. Just in the same way as you expect a doctor to go home and have a cup of tea and read a book, and not to go out raving with the mates for 3 days. But doctors do that, and strippers sit up all night knitting and sewing and watching Desperate Housewives. And no, I only think that because I used to think that when I started stripping, the thing that I was more afraid of than the men was the other girls that I'd be working with, because I was considered myself to be not that sort of girl. I just wanted to be a stripper. So I think the men prefer coming here in some respect because they don't get hassled off the girls. Because if you go to Stringfellows or Spearmint Rider, they've got 120 girls working on one shift and they've all paid £100 to go to work, and they've got to get that £100 back. So they're running around to every guy, do you want to dance, do you want to dance, do you want to dance? So they can come in here free of charge, have a pint, and as a little added bonus they can watch a show, a good show of a woman stripping.
If I get incredibly nervous, I tend to shake in one leg, which hasn't happened to me in about, I think, at least over a year, over 2 years. That you know, I think as a child, you hear kids when they get nervous, and you hear it in their voice, and the more experience you get, you just push it down, and I got it to like one leg, like this slight shaking. But that hasn't really happened much anymore. I just can't talk to people. I think that was the worst, living at home and having questions. Like my mum would be asking me something that day if I was getting nervous, and I was just like, I cannot deal with trying to have music in my head and all that. But I find now it's something that I'm growing out of, that I just think if you want to make a profession out of this, you've got to be able to function on a day-to-day basis, and then just be able to go out and do what you've got to do. It's so much easier to get in a costume and get out there and perform. It's very hard to go out in a concert environment and be yourself, and you become very vulnerable, and it's almost stripping yourself bare and sort of saying, this is who I am. That's when I think you give your best performance, because if you put those blocks up around you, you don't connect as well with an audience. I'm still working on it. It's a confidence thing. It's just having to be that confident within yourself to say, it's just growing up as well, and saying that, I am who I am, and I'm proud to be here, and I'm going to give. And it's something. It's hard to present yourself as being vulnerable, and you can't really. You put on a mask as a character maybe in a song, but it's a lot more intimate singing on it, with just a piano and yourself.
But I look like a stripper anyway, walking around East London with a bag.
How do you think a stripper normally looks like?
Like me? Yeah, I think a stripper's got long blonde peroxide hair and she wears tight pants and boots.
But lots of people wear that and they're not strippers.
Yeah, I know. The other girls turn up in jeans and stuff. I look a bit tarty, shall we say, not like a stripper, but like a tart. Has anyone got a light? I think I'm the only girl here that is actually blonde. But the lots and lots of makeup is, I suppose, a must, because it's glamorous. You're going out for the night. When I work in the gay clubs, I have to have glitter and false eyelashes. I really go over the top. And you can't come here and dress like a little angel with no makeup on and take clothes off on stage.
That's not what...
You could dress like an angel, but an angel with red lipstick. You couldn't really come here and be innocent. It's not going to turn anyone on.
good about being a stripper and the pole dancer?
Yeah, I love it. I love my job. I think sometimes I don't want to go to work. Like, I don't want to get out of bed. And it's like everyone. But there's so many people that come in here on the lunchtime that are doing a job that they don't enjoy, and they're spending 8 hours a day sat in an office, Monday to Friday, and then doing overtime with something that they don't think about when they go home, something they want to leave behind. And whereas when I go home, I think about dancing, I think about music. If I hear a song, I start dancing to it in my head, and it's something that I'm earning money off, something that I love, something that I enjoy doing. Which, if everyone in the world did, the world would be a better place if we all just did what we wanted, wouldn't it? But there is strippers that don't want to come and perform. They don't care what they dance to. They don't care about the performance. But they've seen a way to make easy money, and that's all it is. It's just a way to make easy money. I overheard one girl say in a club where I ended up leaving that day, I like stripping. It's better than cleaning. I walked out the club about 2 hours later. I thought, I can't work with these girls if that's their perception of this job. It's better than cleaning. They were Eastern European though, so I suppose they didn't have many options, but neither have I actually. I can't even email anyone. Right, I'll see you guys later on.
Thank you very much. I'll give you a phone.
Alright, take care and let me know how you got on. If you need anything more, we'll just...
Yeah, I will. I'll give you a phone.
Alright then.
Cool. Thank you.